reverse dieting, right? This is all over the place. You're gonna see it everywhere you look, especially on Instagram, YouTube, everybody's talking about it. I wanna give you guys some context, let you know what it's all about, whether or not it's for you, whether or not you should even do it. Just kind of try to break it down and demystify it in the most simple, straightforward way possible. Let's do it. So, reverse dieting is basically the opposite of regular dieting, right? Regular dieting is linear. We take calories out as we go with the end goal of losing a certain amount of body fat and generally achieving a certain physique. It's not rocket science. Calorie-driven weight loss. And reverse dieting is basically the opposite. It's a gradual reintroduction of calories, meaning we're going to get a little bit more as we go, with the goal of trying to maintain some of the body fat you lost in the diet, but elevate your caloric intake. Now, is there really a claim to be made here? Is this legit? Why is everybody talking about it? So, anecdotally speaking, there are a ton of people on the internet proposing the benefits of the reverse diet. Like, yes, you should reverse diet after all of your diets. You should do a lean bulk. And I think that there's a lot of benefit to understanding exactly how this works, right? So, after a long diet, you lose some fat out of your fat cells, but those fat cells are very sensitive to body fat regain. So slowly introducing calories in the reverse diet method may be a little bit more beneficial for your body composition. It also might help you slowly reintroduce calories to get you back to a maintenance and avoid massive amounts of body fat regain. So there are some benefits to that too. Now, on the other hand, a lot of really, really smart individuals will argue against a reverse diet. They would make the argument that after many, many weeks and if not months of dieting, you put your body into a really, really deprived state where you start to have some negative, perhaps hormonal things happening, your training quality is dipping, your quality of life is dipping, things aren't looking too hot. So a lot of very, very, very intelligent coaches would actually recommend going immediately back to maintenance, bypassing the reverse diet altogether, and just trying to get things back to normal as quickly as possible. And I think that they're both very valuable, and quite frankly, I think that coaches and trainers should have a good understanding of how to apply both. Now, when I've done reverse diets with clients in the past, it's generally after a shorter bulk, a shorter cut, where we've gotten some body compositional change and we want to maintain it, so we transition it into a lean bulk or a reverse diet. However, if you've ever cut with somebody and they start to just tank on a lot of their metrics, they feel like crap, they look like crap, they're training like crap, they're perhaps with a female, they're losing their menstrual cycle. This is common in physique sports. When you talk about their health, it might not be smart to slowly introduce calories. You might want to get them back up to baseline really, really quickly. So these are kind of the two schools of thought when it comes to reverse dieting. So whether or not you decide to reverse diet after dieting or go right back up to maintenance should predominantly be on the feedback that you're getting from your body. Try not to be too influenced by certain coaches' stances on these things because it's still inconclusive. You're gonna see some really intelligent people arguing for both sides, making really, really good points. But your main job is to kind of understand the benefits of the reverse diet and also the benefits of going straight up back to maintenance after a diet, and then make the judgment call based on the feedback you're getting from your body. If you have a coach, it might be a conversation you have there. However, you shouldn't be making decisions based on what somebody you like on Instagram says is their preferred method. You should just take that in perhaps as one opinion and use it as a overall way to kind of construct how you want to approach wrapping up your dieting phase. So whether or not at the end of the day you choose to deploy a reverse diet or you choose to go right back up to maintenance or anywhere in between, your decision is going to be primarily driven by the metabolic adaptations your body makes to the dieting phase. And we could dive into this for a lot of time, like 15, 20, 30 minutes. This could be a very long video, but I want to do this justice and just point you in the direction of the best resources I've found on this topic. So in terms of metabolic adaptations to dieting, understanding exactly what's going on in your body, Eric Trexler from Stronger by Science has put together probably the single best resource I've ever seen on the topic. So go ahead and just Google Eric Trexler, Metabolic Adaptations to Dieting, and that will give you a tremendous deal of understanding as to what exactly goes on when you diet. And then you have the decision to reverse diet after you've got a better understanding of exactly what's happening at the physiological level. And there's a great roundtable debate between quite a few people. I know Layne Norton and Eric Helms were both on this panel. Just look up Reverse Diet Roundtable on YouTube as well. I believe it's a Jeff Nippard video, but they do a very good job of talking about the methodology. Point of the whole video should be this: you should never make your decision on what to do with your diet based on somebody else's opinion per se. You should educate yourself on the entirety of the topic from the metabolic adaptation side all the way to the methodology side as to whether you apply a reverse diet or not. And hopefully those resources provide you guys with some additional value beyond kind of the practical stuff we talked about in this video today.